You mentioned earlier you have some unique views on campaign finance, which is kind of interesting as well. Would
Yes.
you reform that, or would you just utilize it differently personally?
Look.
Because you're already doing the latter.
I am. But the issue is, if you really want, as I say all the time, if you want to stop bad behavior, you have to shine a light on it. I say it all the time, and I really believe it. Campaign finance reform should be very simple. First off, corporations can't vote, aren't people, should not be people. Citizens United was an embarrassment. That should never have happened.
I'll agree with you on
Right?
that.
Individuals
Is money
vote.
spending free speech?
It is.
Okay.
But a corporation doesn't have free speech.
So you would
A
keep...
corporation isn't a person.
So corporate personhood goes away in your
Goes
mind.
away. It should not exist.
Okay.
Can you? Of course you can.
Okay.
Here's what I want. Total transparency. You should be able to give as much money as you want personally to anybody you want to give money to, as long as it is 100% transparent. That if I am a candidate, everyone who gave money to me, it's right there. I got a sleeve, right? It's like a NASCAR, right? Everyone who gave me money is right on my sleeve. They all know. So now what does that mean? Now I'm not worried about whether it's legal or not. I'm worried about, is it ethical or not? How does it look? And that's what's more important. Is it ethical or not? Right? If I have some guy who is a known, I don't know, who is a known Nazi, and he gives me $1 million, I gotta think, do I want that guy to give me the money or not? It's $1 million is legal, but I'm probably gonna say no, because the Nazi guy is gonna be right there on my campaign finance reform.
David Duke.
Yeah, David Duke gave me $1 million. That's gonna be right there. Now I'm more concerned about whether it's right or not whether it's legal or not. What will happen now is, instead, I want the money, so I'll make sure he gives it to a PAC. No one will know who it is. The PAC will give me the money, and then I'll get it anyway, and I won't care because it's legal.
So what would you think about the concept of things like super PACs?
They're terrible. They shouldn't exist.
Okay.
Of course not. They're not people.
Right.
That's my point. They shouldn't exist.
Okay.
If you want to give money to an individual, you should be able to. It's your
Full
money.
transparency.
Full transparency.
I think you have two choices. It's either that or the reverse, more socialist, democratic socialist end of the spectrum is going to be obviously take all money out of politics. I think it's a 0 or 1 proposition.
The
in my
problem
opinion.
is, if you take all money out of politics, what happened now will happen again. Corporations will always find a way to put money in it.
Okay.
They will always find a way. They'll
How do you
say,
think that would happen?
Because here's what they'll say. I can do it already, right? You go, no money in politics. Great. I will say, oh, well, this isn't about politics. This is about an issue.
Okay.
It's about a law.
I follow.
It's about a so-and-so. And it'd be so obvious that it's for one side, right?
Oh, so
That's
it's like
what'll
you're
happen anyway.
donating money to a cause.
That's correct. It'll
Oh,
happen
okay.
anyway.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
going to happen anyway. So why? Look, every time you create a law, let me give you a list of all times prohibition has worked. Finished.
Right.
Just make it totally transparent. The only law you break is not reporting or lying on who you are. You may not do those two things. That's against the law. If you lie on who you are or don't report, that's breaking campaign finance reform. But if you want David Duke to give you $1 million,
He should be able to.
he should be able to.
I'm with you.
And you got to decide: do I want that or not?
I think the beauty of this philosophy is I can do whatever I want, but there's going to be consequences to
That's
those actions.
correct.
Philosophically,
But no
that
legal
resonates.
consequences,
Right.
as long as you're transparent.
Right.
Right? The consequence may be social. Sure.
Yeah, totally. I mean,
Yes.
if I have a Nazi give me $1 million for a campaign, I deserve all the fallout.
That's correct, and you're going to get it, right? You're going to
100%,
get it.
totally.
And if you're okay with that, good for you.
Good job. I have a couple states I can recommend.
The issue you have right now with Cuomo is, and most people right now, is they don't actually want to win. So they don't care, right? You look at Cuomo right now, he's raised over $30 million. I want to just ask him a question. He's raised over $30 million. He's raised 30 times more than his nearest competitor, who's raised about $1 million. He's winning in every poll, and he's the incumbent. Yet he's raising more money. Why? You outgun your closest opponent by over 30. You're winning every poll and the incumbent. Why are you raising money? Because you're running for president. The reality of it is he's going to take all the money he has. He's going to write a check to his presidential campaign fund, which is legal. In my eyes, it is unethical because he's telling people it's for the governor and it's really not. But it's totally illegal. He runs for president. That's why every 5 minutes he's in Puerto Rico. That's why every 5 minutes he's fighting Trump and he's yelling at Trump. I'm the guy beating up Trump. What Trump does, most of the things that he does, is not going to affect the average New Yorker very much at all for at least several years, if at all. So why are you fighting Trump so much? Because you're running for president. You might say, well, yeah, that's bad. It makes me angry. But what about the rest? Okay. How about the other people running? Do you see any of them even here? Do you see any of them out anywhere? No, because they're not running either. The person who ran behind him, the Republican right now, has raised about $1 million, give or take. He has about $900,000 left. If he wants to win, why does he have $900,000 in the bank? Why isn't he spending it? He should be spending it, right? No, of course not. He's keeping his money also for his next campaign, whether he runs for congressman or whether he runs for Dutchess County executive again. So he's also keeping his money. His lieutenant governor, to become lieutenant governor, gave him a check for $45,000. Think I'm making that up? Check it out. That's already happening. Over half of his money has come from the establishment. They said, please, can you be a placeholder for us? Here's some money for your next campaign. Just run because no one else wants to run. That's the Republican right now. The only guy who's actually running is the guy you're looking at right now. I've raised over $250,000. I've spent over $200,000 of it. So how have I spent twice as much as the Republican and raised 1/4 of the amount? Because I'm trying to win this thing. Because I want to actually talk to you. I want to see what you have to say. I'm actually running. I actually care. That's the difference.